Hello, everybody. You are in the reaction room with Rese. Today, I'm reacting to Season 1, Episode 97. Hey, do me a favor. Subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share this video. I'm new to YouTube, and I need your help. Now, let's see what's going on beyond the gates. We start off at the Dupree house. Martin tells his grandparents that it's time to tell Nicole the whole truth because Smitty wants him to be completely honest, and he's trying to save his marriage. Vernon and Anita wish him luck. At Orphe Jean's, Jacob tells Naomi about Nicole and Leslie. She says, "Please tell me you didn't put cuffs on another member of my family." Jacob says he didn't have enough evidence to make an arrest. And then he says, there's still a lot of unanswered questions about Martin and that press conference, but she doesn't want him to pursue it. Eva and Tomas go back to her hotel room, and Eva is nervous. Tomas tells her they can remain friends and pretend the kiss never happened, but Eva lets him know that's not what she wants, and they start kissing again. Over at Bill's house, he notices that Haley is wearing a new dress, and he says, "I would never know you're pregnant." Haley says, "My days of looking like this are numbered." Then Bill lets her know that he's deposited enough money in the 529 account to cover all of the baby's college expenses. Haley tells him he's rushing things, but their baby is lucky to be a Hamilton. Martin goes over to see Nicole, and he says it's good to see her smiling, but she might not like what he's about to say. So he tells her everything that went down with Kenneth, including the part where Joey, Malone, the chief, and Bill took care of Kenneth. She asks if he or Vernon knew about it, and he says no. And then she says, so this is all on Bill. At the Dupree house, Naomi comes over to ask what's going on with Martin. Anita says it's very complicated, and Vernon says it's not just a family matter, it's a legal one. He says, we have to ask you not to share this information with Jacob. And then he gives her money and tells her he's hiring her as an attorney, so anything they say will be covered under attorney-client privilege. Nicole wants to know why Martin didn't confide in her. He says it was because he was thinking of running for president, and she would have made him face it and own it. Nicole tells him they need to use doctor-patient privilege and work through it. Martin says, let's do it. Then Nicole says she needs to go take care of something. So Eva and Tomas are making out on the bed, and he says, are you sure? And she says, don't stop. And it looks like they're going to take it to the next level. But Eva tells Tomas, I can't. She says she doesn't want to be the side piece. She wants to be the main character. And then Kat knocks on the door. She tracked Eva down to talk to her about Leslie filing a claim against Nicole. Nicole walks into Bill's house and calls him a murderer in front of Haley. Bill tells her to give him and Nicole some privacy. Nicole says maybe Haley needs to know who the real Bill Hamilton is. Bill tells her, I'm just a supporting player. Your family left you in the dark. Nicole says, I know the whole story now. She says, this is going to drag Martin into a premeditated murder case. And then Bill says, Martin could have been in prison. He says, I'm the one who saved your baby boy. Back at the Duprees, Anita and Vernon tell Naomi everything that happened. Now she knows that Bill, Malone, and the chief are involved. Vernon tells her he thought there was a line that Bill wouldn't cross, but he was wrong. At the hotel, Eva tells Tomas to hide in the bathroom. He says, no, I'll explain everything. So Kat walks in and sees him there with Eva, and he says he was just picking up a book. He says, I'll just leave, but Kat tells him, no, you stay, I'll go. And then Eva asks him, why did he lie? She knows Tomas is full of it, and when he leaves, she says, the end. Jacob runs into Martin at Orphe Jean's. He tells Martin he's sorry about him and Smitty. And of course, he starts asking questions about Kenneth. He asks Martin, don't you think all of the coincidences with the murder and the press conference mean something? Martin says, Marcel is on the case, and I'm sure he'll find out what happened. And then, Kat comes in and tells Martin that she found Tomas with Eva in her hotel room. Martin has some questions, but he says he's on her side, especially if Tomas is cheating. And then Kat tells him thank you for being a good man. Nicole tells Bill she wishes the Duprees had never met him. Bill says this was all on Vernon. He said, Vernon turned me into his fixer. Nicole tells him to stay away from her son and stay away from her family. She says Martin is damaged from what Bill did. And she tells him, I am the fixer now. Naomi says she thought Bill had changed. She says she can't believe he's half of her. And then she tells Anita and Vernon that Jacob is investigating Martin. And she thought she could get him to back off, but he won't. She tells them they need to be prepared because this secret may not stay covered up for long. And that's how the show ended today. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. And please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.